Just a quick update on dyno progress here. So I got the graphing working on the right on the web browser, and I found a really cool, really nice graph capability, and I want to show it to you. I'm pretty psyched with the way it came out. So all right, let's do a run. So first of all, my phone sucks for looking at this, so sorry about that. But the parameters are there now. I don't know if you can see this, but we get the load cell offset, the zero offset, ounces per unit, has history count. You can choose shaft RPMs or saw RPMs. I'm going to do shaft RPMs for this, and then shaft sprocket pin count, saw sprocket pin count, and seconds per run, set for a 30-second run, and you can just commit the changes. Zero the load cell is available here now too. That all works. Under run control, let me do, this is data that was on there before. I'm going to do start data run. I'm going to go over to here, so you can see there goes the countdown. I'm going to try to do this the best I can. Load cell's going, so we'll start the drill, put some load on the load cell, crank it up, 1200, 6 foot-pounds of torque, drop the RPMs down a little bit, drop the torque down, bring it up, down, and we're almost done with our run. Let's just let it run out. Alright, so that goes out like that. So I'll come over here, and we just refresh this, and the run's done, and we click graph, and boom, there's a graph right there. So you can see my peak torque was at 6.403 foot-pounds at 1200 RPMs is when I had the drill cranking. See horsepower down here. These graphs are awesome. You can turn axes off like RPM, torque. There's just horsepower. And horsepower, torque, and RPM back. And it's cool because you got the time down here from 0 to 30 seconds, and then you have the RPMs 0 to 1400. If I do saw RPMs, it would get up to like 5,000 or whatever with the 5x from the ratio of Bill's sprocket to the saw sprocket. And then the torque over here, and the horsepower on this graph from 0 to 7 on here. I don't know if you can see this very well in the video, but that way you get you can really look at everything well. I don't have to like scale the RPMs or anything. It'll just show it properly. So anyway, let's do one more run with I'll show you we'll put it in saw RPM mode. So commit changes, we'll go over to run control, and we'll start a run, and there we go. We'll bring up the RPMs. You'll see the 1200, 6,000. Crank up some torque and horsepower. Drop the RPMs down. It's hard to simulate this thing without a saw, so we can go crank up the RPMs, and then we're going to basically drop it down. And I don't know. I can't really simulate this, but anyway, let's just get some good data here. All right, so let that finish, and then we come over here and we can just hit refresh, and the run's done. Graph it, and there's that. So we got so over here it's 6,000 RPMs at the peak, and I love how you can hover over the points, and it shows you, it was doing 6,000 from 6.4 seconds up to 10.6 seconds is what that is. You can see where I went up and down, and peak horsepower. The horsepower goes higher because the higher the RPMs, the more horsepower you get. Right, so when you're up here at 6,000, the torque is actually below the horsepower, and like this is a good example here where the RPM drops off to 5,400, the horsepower drops down with it. Sorry, my mouse is going all over the place here, but pretty cool. So yeah, that was the feature I wanted to show you guys, and shutdown and reboot all work now. I got to do the run data screen. I'm going to have it so that it just takes these and allows you to copy the active run data to a saved data set, so you can name what saw it is or whatever, and just put as many saws of data as you want in here, and you can graph each of those, and you'll be able to click the graphs and download the data. Like I can download this right now, and I can open it right inside my Excel equivalent on here, so that's pretty cool. There's the data in a pseudo Excel. This is Open Office. So time, RPM, torque, horsepower. You can use the graphing feature on here, which is a lot more tedious. It's really nice to be able to just hit graph. It just shows up right in the browser. Pretty sweet. So anyway, Bill, if you're managed to listen this far into the video, you can we could probably definitely get together on Sunday to try this thing out for real. And I'm hoping that the noise issues are totally at bay enough on the Hall effect sensor that it'll work well. If not, I got one of the guys at my work that's willing to try to help me with electrically trying to isolate that. But that's really the biggest issue right now that could hold us up from being able to really use this thing. So, all right, I'll upload this to YouTube. See ya.